Well, good afternoon. I'm Mary Jordan, and on behalf of the Board of Directors and the executive team, I'd like to welcome you to our annual public meeting. This meeting is one of the many ways we account to the community. After the formal presentations, we will welcome your questions and any comments that you may wish to share. As in the past, we're filming this meeting, we're streaming it live, and tomorrow we'll post it on our website. I'd like to begin by reminding people who we are. The Airport Authority is a private, not-for-profit corporation. We don't have equity shareholders and therefore do not distribute any earnings as dividends. All earnings are reinvested in the business of the airport. In a few minutes, Glenn McCoy will talk about our financial performance in 2011. We are community-based and driven to produce results for our customers and our community. Steve Hankinson will talk about our operational results, and Anne Murray will address our environmental performance and our involvement in the community. Last year, Larry Berg described a number of steps we were taking to reinvigorate YVR's role as the gateway between Asia Pacific and the Americas. Today, he's going to expand on that, talking about our 10-year strategy to make YVR a better airport for all of our customers and to keep it competitive and an economic generator for the people of British Columbia. Now I'd like to take a minute to introduce our board. The board is made up of directors appointed by outside bodies called nominating entities. There are 9 appointed directors and up to 5 directors appointed by the board itself from the community at large. Of course, I've already introduced myself, and I'm the current chair of the board. Next, Larry Berg, who in addition to being the president and CEO, serves on the board. Brian Bentz is the appointee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of BC. George Cadman is one of the appointees of the Government of Canada. Joseph Caron is chosen from the community at large, as is Rusty Gopel. Ken Goosen is the appointee of the Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of BC. Graydon Hayward is the appointee of the Vancouver Board of Trade. Howard Jampolsky is appointed by the City of Richmond. Carol Kerfoot is appointed by the Law Society. Wilson Parasuk is the appointee of Metro Vancouver. Jerry Sinclair is a director at large. Tamara Vrooman is the appointee of the City of Vancouver, and Peter Webster is the second of our federal government appointees. And I'd like to also take a moment to acknowledge and welcome a couple of former directors who are with us today, Bob Cadillac and John Watson. I usually say a few words about our subsidiary, YVR Airport Services, of which we own 50%. YVR Airport Services went through a rebranding exercise late last year and has a new name, Vantage Airport Group. So when you see Vantage referred to in the annual reporting, it's not a new company, it's a new name. Vantage remains involved in the operation and management of 12 airports in Canada, the Caribbean, Latin America, and Europe. One of my official jobs today is to present our 2011 Annual and Sustainability Report. The theme of this year's report is 80 Years of Creating Connectivity, as 2011 marked the 80th anniversary of the opening of the airport on Sea Island. There are some great photos in the room showing moments in the airport's 80-year history. Some of those photos can also be found in the summary brochure that contains highlights from our annual reporting, which is available here. Our full annual and sustainability report was published to our website, yvr.ca, on April 26th, fulfilling our commitment to make the report available for your review in advance of today's meeting. I'll just mention for anyone who would prefer a printed version of the full report, it can be downloaded from the website in a printable format, or if you leave your name or give us a call, we'll make sure we get one to you. We welcome your feedback on the annual report as we try to continually improve our reporting to you. I want to close my remarks by setting the stage for Larry's presentation. The vision of our community as a gateway to Asia Pacific has caught the imagination of our community since even before YVR's opening on Sea Island. But the competitive environment we find ourselves in has changed a lot over the last 80 years. Some of you may have seen the following video. It's on the website. It talks about the changed competitive environment we are facing and why we are committed to making YVR the gateway of choice between Asia Pacific and North America. Let's take a look.